Here is how to use the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra for beginners. Looking around the phone, at the bottom you have the charging port, to the left is a speaker, at the far left is the S Pen, to the right you have a microphone, and then the SIM card tray. On the right side of the phone you have the power button, and then volume down and volume up. On the back you have the 5 camera system with the flash. At the top you have 2 microphones. This line here is your antenna, and then on the left hand side you just have an antenna. Inside of the box of the S25 Ultra, if you flip it over, there is this hidden leaflet, and inside of this leaflet you will get the charging cable, which you can see right here, and you'll get a SIM ejector tool as well. You do need to buy the charging brick separately. For fastest charging speeds, you should buy the USB-C portable charger 45 watt from Samsung. However, any USB-C charger will charge the phone, but only Samsung's will offer the maximum speed. You can insert your SIM card at any time, regardless if you set up the phone or not. To insert the SIM card, to the right of the charging port is the SIM card tray. Insert the thin end of the SIM ejector tool into the tray, and then push down and release once the tray has partially ejected. Use your nails to fully eject the tray. If you have a S25 Ultra bought from Samsung.com unlocked, most likely you'll have 2 SIM card slots. If you buy from carrier, sometimes you'll just get 1 SIM card slot instead. So what you're going to do is, you see this ridge on the SIM card tray, match that with the ridge of the SIM card, and push it down, and then the SIM card should be inside of the tray. You can flip the tray over and repeat that for the second SIM if you want as well, and then just match the hole of the tray with the hole in the phone, and then the SIM card should push into place. Sometimes you have to wiggle it in. There we go. If you have an eSIM to activate, if your phone isn't set up, as long as a physical SIM card isn't inserted, you'll get this connect to mobile network option, and you want to choose search your mobile plans, which will download the data plan, or alternatively, if you have a QR code, you can scan it instead. At any time, you can add an eSIM by opening up settings, then connections, and then head into the SIM manager, and then download an eSIM here. To navigate the S25 Ultra, you have your home screen where you can long press and drag and drop to move your apps. This only shows a couple of your apps, and for all of the applications installed, you swipe up from the middle, and here you can see all of the applications installed in your S25 Ultra. And to add these apps to your home screen, long press an app, swipe up to the top, and drag down, and you can swipe across to add apps to your home screen. You can long press apps, release when you see this menu, and you can either remove or uninstall the app from your device entirely. If you open an app and you want to go home, the middle button is your home button. If you're in an app and you want to head to the previous page of that app, use the back button, which is this one, and the left button, the 3 lines, is your multitasking button. Tap that to enter the multitasking menu, where you can swipe up to close out of an app, or tap close all to close out of all apps. If you go home on an app, it still runs in the background, and that's what the multitasking is used for. On S25 Ultra, they've changed how you access things like quick toggles. So if you swipe down from the middle or the left, this will enter the notification center, where you can see your notifications. You can tap the arrow for more info. You can swipe to the left to dismiss the notification. To access your quick toggles, swipe down from the far right hand side of the screen. You can see all of your options here, such as brightness, volume, and you see this little grey line. If you swipe this down, you can view all of your quick toggles, and then you have the pencil if you want to customize this menu right here. Now the power button and the volume buttons have key combinations which you can use. So first of all, if I long press the power button, you can notice it's going to open up the AI assistant Gemini. If you want to use that, cool, but how do you actually turn off the phone if the power button activates Gemini? Instead, you need to press and hold power and volume down together. So press and hold these two down together, release when you see the power menu, and then you can tap power off or restart. Now, if you want to take a screenshot, just click and release power and volume down. So click release, that will take the screenshot. Alternatively, you can use your palm and swipe your palm from left to right to take the screenshot as well, if that is an easier solution. If you long press both power and volume down together and don't release when you see the screen, but keep on holding down, then this will forcefully restart your S25 Ultra. This is useful if the phone stops working, there's a black screen of death, doing a force restart works. So after around 15 seconds, release from both buttons, it should turn on the phone automatically. If it doesn't, just long press the power button and release when you see the Samsung logo. Sometimes it takes between 10 and 20 seconds of holding that power button to turn it back on if it stays off. The S25 Ultra also has the S Pen. You click it once to release, and you can click it to lock it in place. And then you use your nail to pull out the pen. The S25 Ultra's S Pen has been neutered, which means most of the features you got with the S24 Ultra S Pen have actually gone. So the air actions, which means if your S Pen isn't right next to the phone, but you could hold down this button here and then do swipes like up and down in order to do actions like flip the camera, take a picture from far away. All of that is removed, so keep that in mind. The main stuff is while you're near the screen, so you can see the cursor, you can long press the S Pen button and then double tap to quickly enter the notes, to jot down a note like that. If you tap the S Pen button here, you have a menu with quick toggles, and you can tap on add to add stuff, such as opening apps, all these other options you see right there. You can also tap the pen and then settings to change the S Pen settings, although there's not really any settings you can change with the S25 Ultra compared to previous devices. And for note taking, imagine holding down this button as holding down the eraser. So if I open up a new note and I write something here, so I'll write something, then try that again. If I want to erase while the cursor is visible, long press, and then you can see that acts as an eraser. Let's check out the camera. So if we open the camera app here, you have your photo mode, your video mode, and you just tap the option to take a picture or tap to record. To change the zoom, where the zoom is, you swipe left and right to change your zoom. You can also click the volume buttons to take a picture as well. At the top right, you have your options which you can change inside of the camera. If you long press the photo button, it will quickly record a video, and then you can swipe up to the lock to record hands-free if you would like. But note, the quality is lower than if you just tap video and record from there. To flip the cameras, you tap this icon, and then you can do the selfie picture or selfie video. To take burst pictures, swipe down from the photo button, and you can see you can quickly take lots of pictures like that. For more settings, you can tap this icon here and swipe across to change all the options. You can also tap into settings for all of your camera settings right here. And under more, you have more of your camera options right there.